Well, folks, he's at it again. That's right, former President Trump is talking tariffs. This time, he's promising to bring them back if he's re-elected. And guess what? Hollywood might be caught in the crossfire. We're talking about those big taxes on goods from China. You know, the ones he was so fond of. Well, they're back on the menu. And they could hit movie studios right where it hurts, their wallets. Now, you might be thinking, John, what do Chinese tariffs have to do with the movies? It's a fair question, but believe me, the connection is there. A lot of the stuff used to make movies, cameras, lights, even the special effects software comes from China. And when those things get more expensive, well, so does making movies. Remember back in 2018, Trump slapped tariffs on billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods. It was a whole thing, and while Hollywood wasn't the main target, it definitely felt the heat. Some studios started making different choices. They looked for cheaper places to film. They cut back on big, expensive effects. The thing is, it's tough to say exactly how much of that was because of the tariffs. The economy is a complicated beast, but what we do know is that the tariffs created uncertainty, and in an industry built on big investments and even bigger risks, uncertainty is a real buzzkill. So what happens if Trump brings back these tariffs? Well, for starters, things could get pricey. Those Chinese-made cameras and lights, they'll cost more. That fancy post-production work done in China, you guessed it, more expensive. This means studios might have to make some tough choices, big-budget blockbusters with tons of special effects. Those could become even more risky. Independent films with smaller budgets, they might struggle to even get made. And don't even get me started on the impact on jobs. Fewer movies made means fewer jobs for everyone, from the actors to the caterers. Section 4, lights out, not so fast. Now, before we all head for the Hollywood Hills with a box of matches, let's look at the flip side. Because believe it or not, there might be a silver lining to this whole tariff mess. For one thing, it could force Hollywood to get creative. Maybe studios will start investing more in practical effects. You know, the kind they used before computers took over, or maybe they'll start making more movies in places where it's cheaper to film. Who knows, maybe Iowa will become the new Hollywood? Okay, maybe not. But you get the point. Sometimes restrictions can breed innovation. Section 5. The show must go on. So, what's the verdict? Well, it's still too early to say for sure what will happen if Trump brings back these tariffs. The only thing we know for certain is that there's a lot of uncertainty. And in Hollywood, uncertainty is about as welcome as a script rewrite on the last day of shooting. But one thing's for sure, the show, as they say, must go on. Whether it's with more CGI explosions or a return to the good old days of practical effects, Hollywood will find a way, they always do. After all, they're in the business of storytelling. And when it comes to telling stories, a little thing like a tariff isn't going to stop them. Well, maybe a big tariff. But hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves.